we will look at the following subjects during this 25 minutes presentation. First of all, I will share with you some information about the Russian-speaking community. Then we will speak about newspaper, website, and social media, and the same information about business magazine, website, and social media. I will share with you information about the successful Business Leaders Club that we established here 2 years ago, and I wanted to see how it goes. I will give you some details on our consulting services and other projects. And finally, we will speak about Best Invest Congress, Best Legal Conference, and Health and Beauty Forum. At the end of this event, I will spare 2-3 minutes to give you some details on a very new business community of Cyprus, the business community of IT people. Let's start. First of all, a little bit of information about the Russian-speaking community. Last year, 2021, we had a professional socio-demographic research, and we know exact numbers which are valid for January 2021. So regarding the citizenship of the Russian-speaking community, those who reside in Cyprus, live permanently in Cyprus, 63% of them had Russian nationality, Russian passport. 27% of the Russian speakers in Cyprus have Cypriot passport, and 11% Ukrainian passport. Other countries are less relevant for our research, but we still have the full list, and you see it on the screen. EU countries with 5%, Belarus 4%, Moldova 3%, Latvia 3%, Lithuania 1%, and other countries are less than 1%. But this year, the situation has been changed, and there are a lot of changes. We do not have fresh data. Nobody has ever made any socio-demographic research this year. Based on the data which I got from the Minister of Interior, we have about 15,000 IT people and their families who received their first immigration permit this year. And these people are mainly from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus. Also, we have about 15,000 Ukrainian citizens who came to Cyprus temporarily during this year to wait until the situation in Ukraine will be improved. In total, it's resulted to 80,000 people who speak or understand Russian, and it may, for Cyprus, which has 1 million people as a population, it means 8% of Cyprus residents. Where these people live? The map which you see now on your screen is the map of 2021, where the results showed that 49% of Russian speakers lived in Limassol. And then Paphos, Nicosia, Larnaca. In the map it was Nicosia, Paphos, but today Paphos is the second one because Limassol, the capacity of Limassol is over, so all the flats are here rented. If you are a foreigner and you came to Limassol and you want to rent a flat, you will search for a long time and the prices are high. So some foreigners, they decided to move to Paphos. And I was told that Paphos, regarding the renting of the flat, is also coming to the limit of available renting property. And the next destination is Nicosia. Quite a few companies, foreign companies, international companies moved to Nicosia. The last, when I speak about the Russian-speaking community, is Larnaca, but it's growing very fast. The demographics. In 2021, we knew that 73% of Russian-speaking residents in Cyprus were female and 27 male. This year, the situation was changed because among the professionals, the IT people who came to the island, 70% are male. And among refugees from Ukraine, it's 50-50. Half of them are male, half female. So this graph will be different if someone would make a marketing or social demographic research now. The age. On your left, you see the age table based on the results of 2021. On the right, I did for you some estimation. What is the age of people who came this year? So in orange, you may see that majority of newcomers, of these 30,000 new people who came to Cyprus this year, they are 25 to 34 years old, and then it comes 35 to 44. mainly young people, young dynamic business people came to Cyprus, relocated to Cyprus this year, which resulted that the age group of 25 to 44, this is the biggest age group when we come and we speak about the Russian-speaking community of Cyprus. Most of these people have children, and it's very interesting and very important observation for those who want to advertise to the Russian-speaking community. Imagine, because the members of the community are young, their children are babies or toddlers. So anything that is addressed to families with young kids will go well and will be sold, never mind services or products. Pay attention to this. Also, the services of kindergarten and schools and all the activities for children of young age will be also not only welcome, but will be consumed at a larger extent comparing to previous years. Now, the growth of the Russian community came from IT. They are highly qualified employees and their families, a lot of founders of different IT businesses, and their disposable income, money they can spend in Cyprus, is higher than an average number of euro that Cyprus residents spend, and is good for Cyprus economy. At the end of this presentation, I will share with you some data which I received from Tech Island. Tech Island is an association of IT companies in Cyprus, very dynamic association, and they have some statistics that I want to share with you today. Now we come to Vesni Kypra. You may know that Vesni Kypra is the first Russian newspaper that was established in Cyprus 27 years ago. So with 27 years experience, we look now at the current situation. Vesni Kypra is daily. It's daily newspaper online. Our team produces the news based on whatever we find published in Cyprus. So in the morning we read Cypriot news in Greek, we pick up a few subjects and we translate them into Russian, and then we produce our own materials as well. Vesni Kypra is published in paper as well, but because we are daily, the paper is published now as a digest of Vesni Kypra news only once every 3 months. So it's a quarterly digest of most important news and articles. The nearest newspaper, the nearest copy of printed newspaper will be published on the 1st of December. It's called winter copy. That's why we have there a lot of materials about Christmas, and I will give you some details later. Now, the subjects. I gave an example. Here are 3 articles published just during a few recent days about holidays in Cyprus in 2023, or about fishing, that they have a fish of 55 kilo in Limassol next to Lady Smile, or about exhibitions, lectures, Christmas events. As you may see, each article is read by over 1,000 people. So the Russian-speaking community here in Cyprus have diverse interests, because there are many men. All this entertainment about fishing and anything you can offer to men is good. There are many families. That's why all exhibitions and events, they're always good. Russian-speaking people in Cyprus, they want to know about Cyprus realities. And that's why any article where you will explain them what's happening in Cyprus will be always read by many people. So any information is valuable, and Vesni Kypra online on daily website publish all this news in Russian language, and it's one of very few sources of the information in Russian. So, who may benefit from advertising in the newspaper? It's definitely retail business, hospitality, goods and services, events and entertainment. For example, you can just imagine the Russian-speaking community here in Cyprus, they need to drive a car. So any companies that sell cars, be it new cars or second-hand cars, they will benefit. These people go shopping. So any mall, any supermarket, any clothes shop, toy shop will benefit having new 80,000 people as their future prospect potential customers. There are specific shops which are not known by the Russian community, and one example is Food Saver, for example. They even don't know it exists. They may know about Alpha Mega Supermarket because they go there daily, but about Food Saver, who will know if this Food Saver would not advertise for the community, would not say why they're different, what they sell. Russian people consume a lot here in Cyprus, and also they take gifts when they travel abroad. That's why such companies like Haralambos, for example, producer of coffee in Cyprus, will benefit because promoting their coffees, they will increase their sales, like they may double their sales because foreigners, they buy more of these coffees. I usually buy when I travel abroad, I buy the small packages of coffee as souvenirs. So any type of business, including property or hotels, will be good to advertise in Vestnik Kipra newspaper. Now we speak only about newspaper. Let's move to the content. What a client can do with us. An article, an interview, an advert. They can put these articles, interviews, and adverts online, offline, online banners. They can publish their photo reportages. For example, this Saturday, I'm going to an opening of a new school, and definitely the photo reportage from this opening ceremony will be published on our website. It's not bad, a lot of people will see. So we also have a newsletter which is sent to emails of our readers, and this way we distribute our news, and in addition to this, a banner of a client or an article of a client can be distributed. You see on the screen now the prices from 100 to 300 euro for online publications, from 100 to 900,000 euro for printed publications, and then the cost of banners. We can charge per month or per impression, 1,000 impression, or per week, or even per day. There are some events, for example, that they send us information 4 days in advance. So they can be charged 4 days. And the day charge is from 20 euro per banner per day. So these are about prices. And I'm going to send you this media kit. You see it on the screen. The first page of media kit has printed newspaper prices. The second page of media kit has websites. And the last page has information about our social media, newsletter, and other services of Vestnik Kipra. These are the results of Vestnik Kipra website. We have about 60,000 unique visitors per month, and these people spend more than 1 minute on our page because they usually read few news. And when it comes to sessions, it's 123,000 sessions here on the screen, so it's approximately like this every month with 300,000 page views. Mainly our readers live in Cyprus, 57%, and then Russia, 18%, and other countries, they have very small numbers because our newspaper is addressed mainly to local residents, to those Russian speakers who live in Cyprus. We have social media pages in Facebook and Instagram and in our own channel and Telegram. And in order to place a post there, an advertising post, people pay us 90 euro per post. We are also present in LinkedIn, YouTube, Contact, but these pages are not as developed as first three I mentioned. That's why we charge 30 euro per post for these three social media. And we build our relationship with affiliated groups. What it means? For example, if somebody wants to advertise for mothers, they can also, through us, reach the groups of Russian mothers in Cyprus, be it in Facebook, in Instagram, or channels in Telegram. So we work like a bridge between the advertising agency or a client and the owners, participants of these different groups, different interests, different towns. For example, there is a group about Paphos residents. So the group where only people living in Paphos communicate to each other, and we can reach this group for our client. And you need to have in mind that you should think not only about the usual post announcement, but you may have competitions, draws, photo reportages, videos, questionnaires, games in social media. And we can help to address all these activities to the Russian-speaking community of Cyprus. Now, the Christmas offer. The prices are low, we intentionally kept them low, and the prices include online and offline publications. So there are three offers, 300, 500, 650. The difference is only in the size of a printed newspaper, be it half a page or full page or glossy page. Vesnik Kipra has a lot of glossy pages, good quality pages in the newspaper. And also a little bit, you can see the difference in social media posts in this offers, 2 social media posts, 3 or 4. Now, I finished with the newspaper presentation and I want to move to a business magazine. Business magazine is called Successful Business. And we know now that there are about 25 to 30,000 business people in Cyprus who speak Russian. Among them, we have 3,000 to 7,000 people who are business leaders. Why so big, 3 to 7? Because we need to ask ourselves whom we consider business leader, how big the business should be. IT community, a very new community for us, may have a business leader who call himself founder, but the company will have only 2 or 3 people. Shall we consider these people? If yes, it means we have about 7,000 business leaders. If we consider only owners or CEOs of big companies or medium-sized companies, then there are about 3,000 Russian speakers who are owners, CEOs, shareholders of more or less serious business. This is the readership of our magazine. We distribute the magazine free of charge to these people. Our own messenger delivers the magazine to them. But what is really important, the magazine is also distributed at our business events. Vesnik Kipra has quite a few business events during the year. And these business events have they don't have only Russian-speaking people there. They have also people who speak English. That's why we started to publish English language magazines every January. We publish it in January and then we distribute it until we run out of this issue. We distribute it at our business events and at events of where we act as business, as media sponsors. So the magazine, Successful Business, is published in January in English, in April, July, and October in Russian. And the subjects, the main subjects of the nearest issue, January issue, are business meet tech. This is a subject to feature the companies that are very advanced in technologies and local Cypriot companies that are growing and trying to be digital for the time being. We will speak about gaming industry in Cyprus. It's a new phenomenon, very interesting. When we speak about gaming, it's video gaming, not betting, gaming. It's growing so fast. In spring, we had about 100 gaming companies in Cyprus. By now, imagine about 500, which is really impressive, 5 times. We've seen just last summer and last 2 months of autumn. And the third subject is wellness as a lifestyle. We will speak about wellness as a business. The cost of placing articles in our magazine is 900 euro for 1 page, 2 pages 1,500, and 4 pages 2,500. So this is the price for articles and interviews, and there is a separate price for adverts. The layouts cost 1,375 euro per page. These are the covers of our previous English language magazines, January issue of 21, January issue of 2022, and now we are preparing the issue for expats of all nationalities, January 2023 in English language. The interview will look like this, a big photo of a person whom we are speaking with, and it can be publicity, branding, or PR, whatever communication strategy of the company is. It's a personal interview, or it can be an interview about business. Another example, when the interview is with 3 people from the same company, and from the right you see some clients, some types of clients who can benefit. For example, CL8 is a company providing hosting services, complicated hosting services for fintech companies. Definitely they can benefit from this magazine, or Big 4 companies, or legal companies, or banks, insurance companies. So anyone whose target audience is the business community can benefit from participating in such type of publications. And this is how the article looks, with a small photo of the person who wrote an article, and with the text, which we keep very wide background and simple background, so for people easy to read, even if the article is an advertising article. I will send you media kit. You will see here the information and the prices. And these are the results from a separate website, a business website. We have there only business news, not many, 1 or 2 or maximum 3 per day. We have about 12,000 readers, but these readers are definitely business people, no doubt in it. And they spend more than 1 minute on our website, which means they read 1 or 2 news every time they come. Majority of them live in Cyprus. We see an example where from 12,000, 6.6 are from Cyprus, 3.5 are from Russia, and other countries, as you see, they have irrelevant numbers. Now about Successful Business Leaders Club. We created it 2 years ago, and the club is for personal communication between owners of companies or CEOs of companies. So there is this is an example. You see here a few photos on how we meet. We meet only in small groups, lunches, dinners, coffees. I organize meetings with ambassadors, with, for example, here on the photo, SciSec, for those club members who are from fintech industry, or ambassador, high commissioner of India, from those who work internationally, or business analysts and so on. The club has 3 different parts. Economic Diplomacy Council. This is a part for shareholders, for founders, presidents, CEOs of companies, of those companies whose business is oriented for the international community. So far, there are 40 people there in this part of the club, and all meetings of these people, they are face-to-face, in small groups or one-to-one. This is an example of a meeting when the members of Economic Diplomacy Council, 40 people, met the members of the second part of the club, which is called International Business Executives Board. As you see here, they communicate. So all these people you see on the screen, they are business owners living in Cyprus. And the second group of club members, this is an International Business Executive Board. They are leaders and senior executives of local and international business. And 80% of these people, they live in Cyprus. Their meetings are online. And unlike the first group, where the members are only people whom I know for many years, and I invited them myself to the club, people cannot come and say, I want to join. It doesn't work like this. The first group, Economic Diplomacy Council, only by invitation only. The second group, anyone can join. There is a fee, 300 euro per year. And for this fee, I promise that during the year, I will make sure, during small meetings, online meetings in different groups, that these people will meet at least 100 other people who are at the same level, business owners or senior executives in the business. So that's the meaning of the club, to have small group meetings, sometimes from time to time to have offline meetings, to meet face-to-face, but majority of these meetings are online. And this is a LinkedIn group, which works like a library of contacts. So far, there are 716 people there. All these people I know in person. That's why on a daily basis, I introduce these people, new members of the group, to other members. So they can read about the new member, they can see the photo, they can read what this person does. And because I'm doing it for 1 year and a half, this group is already a good place for, I call it library of contacts. So you can just scroll down the line and see many people I know. And then if you want to meet this person, you can contact directly, because LinkedIn allows messages to people you are not connected with if you are members of the same group. So this work is done pro bono. I don't charge for being member of Cyprus Business Network. So if I know a person, this person can send me an email, you can send me an email, and we will add you to this group, so you will have access to the network which I have, to the business community which I work with. Now, very fast about the events, you will get separate presentations. So what you see on the screen now is just an extract from a presentation that we're sending out. In May next year, we will have the following, the next Best Invest Congress. We did it quite a few times. Congress has inside about 10 different events, conference, exhibitions, seminars. Just have a look. The concept of the event is to have a platform for networking for people who are related to investment industry, not necessarily investors themselves, but people who work in investment funds or in banks or lawyers dealing with investment industry. So we have pre-arranged meetings, formal receptions, informal events, seminars, exhibitions, presentations. I will just scroll down my presentation to give you some ideas. So investment professionals, consultants, business leaders, private investors. And you see some photos from the previous events. There are a lot of foreign participants. That's why we always start our event on Monday. It gives them an opportunity to come on Saturday or on Sunday to enjoy a little bit Cyprus weather and to have some side meetings. And then Monday we start the event. Monday, Tuesday we are busy, and they leave on Wednesday. There is an exhibition of our sponsors, and we also have some exhibitors who have investment opportunities. There is a business conference. It takes half a day from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock with different plenary sessions and discussions. There are board meetings, workshops, and presentations for different subjects. There are bilateral meetings like we often do, Cyprus-India or Cyprus-MENA countries, Middle East and Northern Africa. We have a good experience with this. And there are informal events where after the working day, people can establish personal relationship. The conference participation fee depends whether someone spends with us half day only for conference participants or the Congress itself, so 2 working days. And it's from 250 to 390 euro. And there are sponsorship packages for those who want to promote their company, their interest to the participants of the event. You see now on the screen the prices, and this presentation will be sent to you, so you can look at these prices carefully and ask questions if you have any. The next event I want to tell you about is Best Legal Conference. We will have it for the 9th time, so very soon we will celebrate the first anniversary. So it's done under auspices of Cyprus Bar Association. Next year is going to be organized on the 28th of September, and you will have in the presentation that I will send you all this information about the event, about event participants. Now you see it on the screen. So 70% of event participants are from Cyprus, 30% from abroad. There are 3 major categories of event participants, approximately 24-25% each: legal firms, partners, corporate lawyers, and C-level executives. And then you see on the screen other participants, professionals, consultants, and so on. And about 40% of participants, although they live in Cyprus, they are not Cypriots by nationality. 30% are Cypriots and 30% other nationalities who come from abroad, people of other nationalities. The conference program of next year, the conference starts on Wednesday 27th with a welcome reception, and then the full working day on the 28th. There is an individual participation. People who want to stay with us half day pay us 250 euro, and those who want to stay with us the whole day and also attend welcome party and after party event, they pay more, 350 euro. The sponsorship packages are absolutely the same comparing to Best Invest that I showed you before. You will see it 3, 5, and 10,000 euro sponsorship packages, and then smaller amounts for lanyard sponsor or conference bag sponsor and something like this, smaller options. These are the photos of previous events for you to understand, to join, to have the feeling of this event. Health and Beauty Forum is the last event I will share with you. Health and Beauty Forum will be organized by the 10th times. It's already time number 10. And there are about 3,000 visitors, attendees of this event, and about 100 companies take part as exhibitors. There are a few sponsors as well. Now you see on your screen the floor plan. These are the kiosks or the tables that we rent out for the participants of Health and Beauty Forum. And I need to mention that until the end of this month, there is a 10% discount on booking the tables. Whatever you see in gray color, this booked already. And then slowly, all the room will be booked. I think by the end of this year, we will sell out all the kiosks. So to feel the spirit of this event, you may see these photos. There is an exhibition, there are a lot of workshops, performances on the stage, fashion shows, competitions. Here on the screen you see makeup competition or bridal dresses competition. And there are sponsorship packages for PR and publicity to target audience. Mainly they are women who come to this event. So I promise that my presentation won't take more than 25-30 minutes. I will keep my promise. The only thing which is left to tell you is about Cyprus IT community. I have asked founders of Tech Island to share with me some slides that they show during their presentations. They have some statistics. So from this slide, you can see that the sectoral GDP distribution in Cyprus, it's year 2020, it was shown that IT sector has 8.5%. So for us in Cyprus, the main sectors, of course, there are sectors of real estate, of financial and professional services, of public administration, education and healthcare. They have 23, from 19 to 23%, and then 16% real estate. And you see that 8.5% is quite big part of our GDP. This slide shows to you how the number of IT professionals in Cyprus grew up from 2019, when there were about 11,000 people, to today. They are about 24,000 IT professionals in Cyprus. And they also underline that these people live in Cyprus and they spend their money in Cyprus. They may earn their money abroad from the businesses, from their operations, international operations, but then they go to supermarkets, they rent flats, they pay for fuel and cars, they buy clothes, they have entertainment, they go to cinemas, restaurants, they pay the bills, electricity bills, telephone bills, they have utility bills, they use restaurants, hotels, food delivery. So their impact to the Cyprus GDP economy, it's like 1.5% of the whole GDP, with these 5,000 IT specialists that came to Cyprus since January 2022. So there are 5,000 people more. And these are numbers. Tech Island Association now has already more than 200 companies. The slide was like 1 or 2 months ago. They grow up very fast. They have about 13,500 employees in Cyprus, but they also have 35,000 employees abroad. And slowly, some of the companies, they relocate part of these employees to Cyprus. And these are the logotypes of the biggest companies, members of Tech Island Association. And their members are from various activities, applications for marketing, sales and tech. Majority of their members are from fintech, from video gaming industry, hardware, software, IT services. So you will see when you receive this presentation by mail, I'm going to send it to you, you will see in details from what industries they are. Closing, I would like to summarize that our activities in Vesni Kipra are in publishing, where we have online, social media and traditional press, in event management. We have open business events, thematic events like health and beauty. We have also private clients events. You can come to us when you want to organize a cocktail party and invite business owners of expats to this party. We provide this type of services, or we organize the parties. We have consulting services. We explain what to do, how to do things, and consulting is me who consult, because I'm in Cyprus for last 23 years, serving as a bridge between international business community and Cypriot local professional business community. And finally, we have this International Business Club, our new idea that works for 2 years, and we will develop it further in the nearest future. So when you need personal introductions for expats and local professionals, you can count on us. Personally, I have a network with more than 6,000 people in Cyprus, and these are 6,000 people of different nationalities. So now you see on the screen my personal contact details and my personal telephone number. It's a working number, so don't hesitate to call if you need something urgent, as well as my website, which you can visit and to know what else we do here in Vesnik Cyprus.